Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. My friends, action is what we take every day, 10 to 15 minutes. That is all we ask for you to be able to learn how to chart these markets. What is charting all about? It is following price movement, which ebbs and flows like the tide coming in and out on the ocean. And again, we look for the signals. Those of you who are surfers like myself, when you get out there and train yourself in the waves, you learn when to paddle, when to let the wave go by, when it's cresting, when you're too early, when you're too late. That's what we do here. We learn the nuances. How do you learn to surf? Yes, you can take lessons, but what do you have to do? You have to spend time out in the waves. That's what we do. That's what that 10 to 15 minutes is, plus all the free training we give you every single day. The training today is seek consistency and reliability, not complexity and quantity. So again, my friends, just go to the website, chartingwealth.com, sign up. You can get the training right there for free. We also have a book if you want to support us. And by the way, Patreon supporters, we have our live question and answer call-in session this Wednesday, the 2nd of December, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Check your emails for access, for the access code and how to get in. And again, we appreciate those Patreon supporters. Go ahead and email us your questions. And also, if you have particular stocks or ETFs you want us to help you backtrack for practice trading, we will review those too. And again, live call-in. If you're not a Patreon member, any three of the support levels, you get into that telephone call. Consider it. Let's jump into these charts. What do we see going on? We see the Nasdaq 100 down a little bit for the day. S&P 500 up a little bit for the day. Bonds and gold down. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. My friends, what are we doing here? We're sort of banging our head is what it looks like. The high, when we go back to the week of Friday the 13th, 364.38 was the high. 363.12 is the high so far this week. We are not going higher than that yet. What is the market doing? Price percent oscillators flattening. Derivative oscillators still gaining some upward momentum. What is going on? Is this market done? Is it just catching its breath to move higher? Can't tell you. We've got to have clear signals in order to read that wave. Right now, it just looks like it's trying to top. Look at the 2-day chart. Same kind of thing. This is the first day of the latest 2-day candle sitting right there on the 2-day trend line. Again, not drawn completely yet. Price percent oscillator flat. Derivative oscillator actually losing momentum. So again, we'll continue to watch and see. Look at the half-day chart. Down in the morning, pulled up a little in the afternoon, not as far down in the afternoon price on that half-day chart. Still above the 2-day, but of course broke through its own trend line. So again, what's happening? Are we getting ready to see things roll over? I can't tell you that. I can only tell you that things are topping. Now let's look at the Qs. What's going on there? We look at the Nasdaq 100. Previous high, 299.14. 299.97 is the high. It was up a little bit for the day, 0.20%. So the Nasdaq is trying to move a little bit higher. But if you look, the prior week, the high, 317. So again, we've not reached, or we're very close, but we've not reached a higher high yet. Again, look also at the price percent oscillator. It's still negative. Hasn't turned positive. It's been negative for quite a while since it crossed over going down back on the 18th of September and has never had enough energy to cross back over going up to give us a clear trend. Also, the price percent oscillator has been negative that whole time. So we'll continue to watch and see. Look at the 2-day chart. It crossed over going up back on the 9th. And again, it's continued to move sideways and trending a little higher. So we'll, again, continue to watch and see what there is to see here and just how high things will go. This is the 2-day. So again, did hit a higher high back on that 2-day candle Wednesday and Friday of last week. So we'll continue to watch, see how this continues to perk along. And of course, we look at the half-day chart. We can see where that started being violated as things started getting a little toppish there in the just topping out actually on Friday and sort of sliding sideways and up a little bit. So again, waiting to see what this market is going to do. Do any of you think it's just going to get unleashed and fly through the roof? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how long this whole election thing's going to go on? Does Trump have any chance? Once that's done, what will that do? Has the market already accounted for that? Again, we'll continue to watch, see what there is to see here. But right now, things are acting quite toppy. What do we see going on bonds? Now, you would expect if the stock market was actually topping out, bonds would be flying up or at least running flat. Well, look at what's going on. We look at what's happened in the last 2 weeks. We can see that bonds bottomed out right there on Friday the 13th, and they've been trying to move up. We have a red open box, which is a slowdown in the up movement, but still shows you that the price percent oscillator is trying to oscillate upwards a little bit. It's flat right now. Derivative oscillator losing downward momentum, but price itself is not giving up the ghost at this point. What do we see on the 2-day chart? That's where you see that price percent oscillator moving up, derivative oscillator just about flat, but we can see things still sitting on that 2-day trend line, and we go to the half-day chart. Negative, again, is it trying to build and go up somewhere? We'll wait, we'll see. We'll let these charts lead us. When we back off on that half-day chart, you can see how things bottomed out back there in early to mid-November and have been trying to move up. Now, the reason I talk about bonds is bonds are typically a safe haven when stocks aren't doing well. The opposite is true. When the stocks are doing well, bonds tend to go down. So we'll continue to watch and see how this market finally sorts itself out. My friends, sometimes we just have to be patient. We don't act rashly. That is, we don't go out and do crazy things just because we got to trade. I got to buy something. You want to have that attitude, go to Vegas and gamble all you want. You can't push the market. You have to have signals. That's what we're looking for, waiting for. That's what we talk about in the book. Now, let's go on to gold. What is gold doing? Continuing to move down, starting this week. Look at gold. About the time all the gold bugs told you gold was going to go to $15,000 an ounce, it peaked back in early August. What's it done since then? Well, according to our charts, it crossed over going down on the 11th of September, the week ending then, and it's just continued to trundle down. And starting this week off down, look at that price percent oscillator and the derivative oscillator hammering down. Go to the 2-day chart. Same thing we can see as it continues to move down strongly. And again, what is gold doing? Don't know. Again, we are short gold, of course, since we had that 2-day recross going down. Jumping in point to short gold somewhere around the 178, 179 point, down to a low of 166.03. That makes your short position on a put on gold still doing quite nicely. Hopefully you traded that. Remember, not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. But that's what gold's showing. First day of this latest 2-day candle. Look at the half-day chart. And again, we can just see where gold just trundles down, 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 down in the morning, pulled back on that down move a little bit in the afternoon, slowing down in that down move. That's where we are, folks. And again, Patreon members want to become one, we're happy to have you. We appreciate the support. Don't forget, we have that live Q&A this Wednesday. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.